A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you tuning into us for this classic game, Namibia versus Zimbabwe. Welcome to the fourth month of the year, 1st of April 2021. This marks the first ever Veterans International cricket game hosted in Namibia. The Namibian Invitational team faces the full ICC member Zimbabwe in a 4-day long tour for the gentlemen who are all of them over 50 years of age. That's quite something. This will be 4 days of matches, today being the first T20, and then tomorrow on Friday will be the first 45 over game held in United, and then on the Sunday, the 4th of April, the third, which will be a 45 over, also United, starting at 9:30, followed by the last T20 on the 5th of April, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. And those were the two national anthems of Zimbabwe, followed by the national anthem of Namibia. Wonderful day of cricket today. Almost slightly overcast conditions, but not very hot. Today temperatures hovering between 25 and 26 degrees. A slight breeze from the northern, that's the Karatura end. But apart from that, should be a wonderful day of cricket. Umpires now walking onto the fields. Zimbabwe won the toss and they elected to bowl, they elected to field first. Zimbabwe's over 50s team led by the skipper Darren Goodwin. Wicketkeeper for Zimbabwe today is Timothy Bartlett. And for the Namibian side, D. Tucker, captain of the Namibian Over 50s team. In about a few minutes, the players should be walking out to the fields. Zimbabwe taking up their positions on the fields. And our two Namibian Over 50s batsmen to start off the game. Wonderful to see these elderly gentlemen still have the spirit of cricket. Two Namibian openers now walking out to the field. My name is Tanuj. I'll be with you throughout this whole game. Cricket Namibia brings you the over 50s cricket to your screens, where cricket supporters can follow this live stream, Zimbabwe versus Namibia Over 50s, on the Cricket Namibia Facebook page and on YouTube. Once again, viewers, welcome to this T20 match played between the Namibian Over 50s versus Zimbabwe Over 50s in the heart of Windhoek Wanderers Stadium in Pioneers Park. Gorgeous day to play cricket. Opening batsmen walking out as Zimbabwe takes their respective fielding positions. All the Zimbabwean players settling into their positions. Two openers ready to face the bowler coming from the Karatura end, which is the northern end of the field. Zimbabwean fielding side from the wicketkeeper Timothy Bartlett with two slips in place and a point. changing a bit of field, sending a fielder out to long on. Still the first power play. First ball. Good bowling, good defense shot as well from the Namibian opener. Lots of cricket has been played on this ground. This ground is known to be a bit slow on the offside. Good piece of bowling from the Zimbabwean over 50s opening bowler. Called a wide. Not the start that Zimbabwe was looking for. That wide brings up the first score for Namibia, 1 run. Should get 2. Wonderful shot, just punched through right to the covers. Fielder almost got a hand on it. Once again, this field is very slow towards the boundary. The ball does slow down significantly. Good start for the first over for both Zimbabwe and for Namibia. Namibia now 3 runs for the loss of 0 wickets after the first over. It's actually very nice to see all these gentlemen who are 50 years and older in their ages. Still nice to see them carrying the spirit of cricket. It just shows you that age has no number, or age is just a number. Second over, and Zimbabwe brings on a spinner. Just the easy 1 run, nicely placed between the covers. Another single taken right there. Good running between the wickets. Dot ball, that is what Zimbabwe is looking for. Bit of a mix-up over there. Non-strikers and wanted that 1 run. Batsman on strike was not interested. Last ball to the over. Wonderful shot. Runs down to deep forward. Just the 1 run. Three runs from that over. That brings Namibia's over 50s scorecard to 6 runs for the loss of no wickets after 2 overs. Oh, that ball was edged right between the 2 slips. Namibia over 50s getting 1 run in the process. And I can see these 2 elderly gentlemen over here, what their game plan is, trying to rotate the strikes. Well played, dot ball. And in games like these where your age is quite demanding, the physical strength also comes to play between running between the wickets. Punch in between. They should get 2, but they'll settle for 1. Good placement of the ball, just past the wicketkeeper, and getting Namibia 1 more run in the process. That was quite a delivery. Batsman getting very lucky over there. Just missed his bat. Straight went to the keeper. If he just got a bit of bat on that one, that ball could have carried to the slips. Last ball of the over. Four runs from that over. Namibia 10 runs for the loss of no wickets. This is not a bad start from both Namibia over 50s and Zimbabwe over 50s. Zimbabwe bowling department keeping the bowling tight, not giving the batsmen not enough room. And from the Namibian over 50s, good rotation of strike. Both batsmen settling in there. Dot ball. And it's quite a good tactic by Zimbabwe as well, using pace and spin back to back. Batsman over there trying to find his line, how to play the spin. What type of shots does he have in mind? Good shot. Will they go for the second one? But they settle for one. That was a good shot towards cover point. But this pitch once again does not have that speed that the batsman would hope for. Good placement, just did not have enough legs for that ball to run away. Another dot ball for Zimbabwe. Punch through extra cover for 1 run. Another good over from Zimbabwe. Just 2 from that over. Namibia now 12 runs for the loss of 0 wickets. Once again, thank you for tuning in. You can watch this game live on Cricket Namibia Facebook page and on YouTube. Swing and a miss. But more importantly, another dot ball for Zimbabwe. Namibian openers just trying to find the line. Another dot ball. Batsman just missing that ball. Pitch conditions is quite dry today, so it does tend to favor the bowler. Extra speed gives you the extra bounce, a bit of a slow ball. Delivery will take a bit of dip, surprising the batsman. Another defensive shot from the Namibian opener. Another dot ball. One more delivery to go in this 5th over. Can Zimbabwe have their first maiden? And maiden over it is, the first one for Zimbabwe. Namibia still sitting at 10 runs for the loss of 0 wickets. Zimbabwe over 50s bringing back spin to the attack. Will this be the game-changing over? Was in the air briefly. Should get a comfortable 1 run. Pushing for 2. And this is the type of start that the Namibia over 50s will be looking for. Defensively played, more importantly, dot ball for Zimbabwe. Halfway through this over, 3 more deliveries to go. Nicely placed, getting them 1 run. Oh, they could have gone for a second one. Similar shot, similar results, and they steal the second one. Good running between these two. The previous shot also went through point and cover. Bit of slow running, got them 1 run. Similar shot again, and the push for 2. Just beat the fielder. Are they thinking of 2? They are thinking of 2. Good running between the Namibian over 50s openers. Good over for the Namibian side. 7 runs from that over, bringing a total of 19 runs for the loss of 0 wickets. Zimbabwe over 50s bringing another spin into this attack. fishing for one run over there, but non-strikers end not interested, resulting in a dot ball. Good bowling from the Zimbabwean side. Good length. Will that be the first boundary for Namibia over 50s? Definitely is. Amazing shot. Placed right between the fielders, with just enough legs to carry on all the way to the boundary. Fielder had a bit of running to do, but could not catch it in time. First boundary for Namibia over 50s, coming in the 7th over. Good reply by the Zimbabwe over 50s bowler after being hit for a boundary. Mark Sanders. Last ball. In the air. Just short of the fielder. He's rolling in a dot ball. Four runs coming from that over, bringing the total to 23 runs for Namibia over 50s, without loss of a wicket. With me in the commentary box, I have Trevor Brighton with us. Gentleman is also part of the Namibian over 50s squad. Good day, sir. How are you today?
Tanuja, I'm well, thanks. Yourself? Yeah, it's actually nice being here and playing cricket again. I was part of the team last year that was in Cape Town when the tournament was called off with the dreaded COVID, and it's great to be back and playing against Zimbabwe. You know, they were also down there, so we all feel, I think, there's a bit of unfinished business, and yeah, it's good to be on the field.
No, that's right. COVID did ruin lots of sporting events. But speaking of rivalry, you said that Namibia and Zimbabwe have been rivals for quite a long time.
Zimbabwe, yeah, well, Namibia and Zimbabwe have been rivals since Namibian independence. I know that the Zimbabwe rugby side was invited here. On the junior side, Zimbabwean school sides have been up here quite a lot, and yeah, there's been a lot of I won't say the Zimbabwe national side, but the Zimbabwe A side and Namibian sides have had quite a rivalry over the years, and yeah, a lot of the guys know each other from that. So it's nice seeing them again and being able to play competitively against guys that you knew when you were a bit younger.
Up in the air, chance for a catch out, and just falls right in front of the fielder.
Yeah, I think plan here was to sort of see out the power play and then use the old tactic of big hitting late on in the innings. You know, that was the way we played it, so that's the way we still play it.
I think that's what we're expecting. Dot ball again. That previous shot was in the air after they were going to take one run, but seems like they did not run at all.
No, they did take a run. They just took the single. That was D that was facing that one.
Just missing the keeper's gloves. Another dot ball. But Trevor, if I could ask you, all these gentlemen over here are about 50 years of age. I guess the question everyone's mind is, what is your training like for this game?
Training for this game, we've actually been training quite well. We've been having regular net sessions, fielding sessions. Quite a few of us spend time with the biokineticists and try and keep ourselves fit. because you can't just walk out onto a field and play any sport, I think, at a certain level. So, yeah, no, training has been good, and you can also see it. The guys, they're seeing the ball well from the get-go. And even look at the Zimbabweans, you know, their fielding is been quite good. They're prepared to throw themselves around. So I think, obviously by the end of the fourth game, there will be some sore bodies. But you get that in any sport and at any level.
That's wonderful to hear that all you gentlemen keep fit. Probably very inspiring to the upcoming youth that look up to you as a good example.
Yeah, I think, you know, if we look at the most of our side played representative sport, different sport codes, and when we got the chance to play in the Over 50 World Cup last year in Cape Town, it was almost a new lease in life. You had something to play for again, to live for, to train for, and it just gave new life and a new meaning, I think, to what we're doing. So it's wonderful to get that opportunity. And we've started a Veterans League now in Namibia from this season, which went very well. And we're hoping to go from strength to strength. Just looking at that, D cutting down to backward of point. Just looking at the techniques and things, you know, you can see there's nothing wrong with the techniques. It's still technically correct and everything. So the youngsters can still learn from what's going on here.
They absolutely can. And speaking of technique as well, the two Namibian openers over here, their technique is also working out for them. You know, rotating strikes, capitalizing on the easy loose balls, just like that. Was in the air for a little bit, but they will get one run from it.
I think in the air, but it was out to the gap. You know, we've been discussing it this week that the cricket field is like the people speak about in soccer and in rugby, and that, you know, you play to the open spaces. And on a cricket field, there's many open spaces, and you got to play to the spaces. Then you can play it in the air, and it's not gonna matter. So, I think that's just a new thing that we're looking at, is play the spaces. That was in a space as well. It was in the air, but it was safe.
Well calculated shot. Did not get much of it though. But Trevor, if I can ask you, is there like a big difference playing in the pitches of Namibia and in South Africa, like Cape Town, like you said?
I think when we were down in Cape Town, you know, that was also this time of the year. Cape Town's pitches is at the end of the season, they're sort of a bit dead and dreary, and they tended to stay a bit low. I think our pitches are probably at this stage playing a lot better than what those ones were. But they also now, you know, towards the end of the summer, getting into winter, get a bit slower. So one's got to adjust and play accordingly. That's why I think you'll see the slow bowlers tend to do a bit better now this time of the year.
Slice down to deep slip. Still a dot ball. And what type of total do you reckon that Namibia over 50s can make today?
Well, we were talking about it obviously not being as young and sprightly as the other guys that we normally see on the television. I think 120 is not a bad score in a game like this. You know, because there's not going to be those 2s and 3s being run. So I reckon you can probably take about 30 off what would be a normally expected total, a decent total. So anything around 120, yeah, something from there up, 120, 130. We'll obviously have to go some, but there's some big hitters still to come, so we'll be using that tactic more.
5 runs from that over, bringing Namibia over 50 score to 34 runs for the loss of 0 wickets. And I think this is what Trevor was saying, that they still have 10 wickets in hand. And I think it's time to get those bats swinging.
Yeah, Tanush, we've actually also been taking a leaf out of the national side's book and practicing range hitting and that sort of stuff. That's part of the game these days, so you practice it, and it's amazing how much difference it makes to your hitting of the ball and you know, those sort of disciplines that you use in a cricket game. So yeah, we'll see what is later on in the game and then through the weekend, what sort of benefits we get from that.
Absolutely. Zimbabwe Over 50 is now bringing on another spin into the attack.
Looks like Craig Evans. Craig Evans, also a Zimbabwean Test cricketer from yesteryear. Also a strong fellow, hits the ball well.
Lots of experience right there. That's a good piece of bowling.
Viewers might see that one went down leg. It was not called wide. You are allowed to bowl one ball down the leg over at over 50s games.
Between the gaps. Will that run for a boundary? And it does. That was good placement.
It was actually hit the ball well. Saw the full toss and gave it what it needed. I think that's another lesson for our younger viewers. When you get a full toss, you don't necessarily have to hit across the line, try and hit it for 6. Just play it with a proper cricket shot and get your fall.
So it seems like these elderly gentlemen still have it in them.
Most definitely. I think, D, for instance, who's batting a D Takur, he still coaches a lot. So, while you're coaching, you sort of showing other guys the techniques and things. So it's easier to apply.
One wide given over there. The first one, like you said, was not counted for. Up in the air.
That was well
just clearing
played.
the fielder. And running away for 4.
No. These obviously, you can see he's got used to the pace and the bounce of the wicket, and he's playing a few shots now. Both those boundaries this over so far have been decent cricket shots into the offside. That one, the mid-off was up in the circle, so it was a safe shot.
Definitely
mid-off
was.
was dropped back to long off now.
Easy single.
Another one.
And the wide.
Another one down leg. That first one he got away with. The second 2 have been called. He's got a bit upset with himself. Craig is used to better than that.
Hitting the pads right there, but missing off stump, so no appeal. Powerful hitting, but ends up with the fielder. Just a 1-1.
I think if that over is anything to go, or anything to go on so far, looks like definitely the 5th bowler, sort of making up the 5th bowler. And this is maybe an opportunity with these 4 overs to get a few extra runs and get the scoreboard going.
And I think that's a very good tactic used by the Namibian Over 50s. Taking the time, settling in there, keep rotating the strike. And like you said, a bit difficult to run those 2s and 3s, but just keep getting those 1s. When the time is right, full toss, short ball, hit it for a boundary.
And I think also the wicket looks like it's actually coming through decently. So to go and play big shots later on is going to be on. I think we'll see a few in the last sort of 5-6 overs. A few big boundaries. And it's also the sort of wicket that you can get onto the front foot a lot. Doesn't seem to be any excessive bounce.
Right through the fielder's hands. Zimbabwe not happy with that.
You see an interesting field here. The boundary field is all sort of 5 to 10 meters in from the boundary. So
that was good running between the wickets.
They're looking to cut down the runs, but I think where they are now, it's a single to them every time, so they may as well stay back and rather and protect the boundary.
It's up in the air. Oh, just lands safe from the fielder.
Yeah, definitely now we see a lot more shots being played into the 11th over.
Halfway through the 11th over, Namibia now sitting at 48 for the loss of no wickets. Seems like Namibia over 50s have decided to step up one gear, taking those chances, going a bit aerial.
That's the
That's a
50 on the board. According to the scoreboard, I see there's a 50 up there. So Dieter Koor on 28 and Rudy Birkenstock is on 19. Then there's wides, obviously. Well hit there by Rudy. Yeah, good bit of fielding.
well fielded in the deep as well. Five runs from that over. Namibia now 51 for the loss of 0 wickets after 11 overs. That was a wide, but for this format of the over 50s, they are allowed 1 wide per over. Bowler does that again, be called a wide. That was Trevor Brighton, I was chatting to earlier. Veteran for the Namibian cricket team. Played lots of cricket during his years. Knows the opponents, Zimbabwe, quite well. That'll be called a wide. Zimbabwean bowling side giving 5 extra already in this game. Good placement, just the 1 run. Good shot, running towards the boundary. Pick up 2 runs. Good running between the wickets. running down the crease for one more run. Last ball of this over. Punch through for another single. Six runs coming from that over, bringing the total to 59. That's good running between the wickets. Seems like our Namibian batsmen are favoring spin over pace. So far, about 80% of today's runs have come from spin. Full toss. Another full toss in the air, should land safely. Seems like fatigue is kicking in slowly with these batsmen. We do have to remember that all these gentlemen are over 50 years of age. And so far they have showed very good spirit in this game. Wanted to run two. Five runs from that over, bringing Namibia's over 50s total to 62 runs for the loss of 0 wickets. Seven overs to go in this game. Can Namibia set up a decent total to defend against Zimbabwe? Good full toss by the spin bowler. And I guess this is what Zimbabwe over 50s are looking for. Not giving the batsman enough room to capitalize on those runs. Good placement by the Namibia over 50s. Both batsmen quite settled in there, knowing what the field is like. And cleaned them up. Good bowling by the spin bowler. Swinging the bat and missing, dropping off that middle stump. First blood for Zimbabwe. Namibia 65 for 1. New batsman in, Namibia now 65 for 1. Mark Burmester taking that wicket in the second over. Current run rate for Namibia over 50 sitting just below 4.8. Something that Zimbabwe over 50s are probably happy with. Good bowling by Mark Burmester. Just flying over the stumps, so no appeal over there. The attacker, the skipper for Namibia over 50s getting dismissed earlier on. 33 runs he made out of 44 balls. That included 3 boundaries. Striking at 75%. Well played. Wonderful fielding by Zimbabwe Over 50s. Once again, I'd like to remind our viewers that these gentlemen on the field are over 50 years of age. And it seems like this will have it in them. 1 run. That'll be called a wide. Another wide. Bowler struggling to find his line. Leg by. That'll be 1 leg by. Wonderful piece of fielding by Zimbabwe Over 50s. Taking a bit of a diving stop over there. Just over his hands. Could have been taken. Pushing for 2. Batsman struggling a little bit. Comfortable. Six runs coming off that 15th over for Namibia. Going at a very steady pace now, 71 for 1. 5 more overs to go in this game. Good fielding work by Zimbabwe in the deep. Namibia Over 50s, always trying to steal that 1 run. Very eager to get running. Rudy Birkenstock currently sitting at 30 runs of 45 deliveries, 1 boundary to his name. Getting supported by Gavin Murgatroyd. Good shot. Placed right in the middle. Landed safe. Four runs from that over. Bringing Namibia over 50s score to 74 for the loss of 1. 4 more overs to go. The question is, are they going to open up the taps now with 9 wickets in hand? Probably start looking to play those risky shots. Current running at 4.6. Probably looking to accelerate and get a decent total. Wonderful shot by Gavin. But lucky for Zimbabwe, they had a fielder out in the deep. Saving a boundary, and Namibia over 50 is just getting 1 run in between. Full toss. Well fielded. Rudy on strike. Looking to go big. And stumped. Zimbabwe over 50 strike again with the second wicket. Rudy Birkenstock stumped out by Timothy Bartlett. Was aiming to go big, probably trying to play a shot that would land somewhere safe in between the fielders, resulting him totally misjudging, missing the ball, and easy stumping by the Zimbabwean over 50 wicket keeper. Namibia now 75 for 2. Very good over from Zimbabwe Over 50s, just the one run from that over and one wicket. Zimbabwe Over 50s will be very pleased with themselves. Previous batsman who got out was Rudy Birkenstock. 31 runs, 49 balls with one boundary. Well played. "17 overs gone in this match, 3 overs to go. Namibia Over 50s will probably start thinking to step on the gas, get a few more runs on the board, especially with 8 wickets in hand. One run. Good bowling by Zimbabwe Over 50s, not giving the Namibian batsmen the room that they need to score runs. It's up in the air, but will land safe. You should get the one run. Three more deliveries to go in this over. Punch down to extra cover for another run. Easy batting for the Namibian batsmen. Rotating strike, keeping the singles. Bring the score up to 78. Shot placed down to square leg for another single. Runs coming in slowly but surely. Four runs from that over. Namibia Over 50s 79 for 2. Zimbabwe Over 50s now bringing medium pace bowlers back into the attack. Second last over. Good piece of bowling. Dot ball, that's the most important part for Zimbabwe Over 50. Push down to square leg. Coming up for 2 runs. Namibia over 50s now in the 80s, 81 to be exact. With 8 balls to go, they would probably be aiming to make a 90 or 95. Anything above 90 will be a bonus. Was in the air, but just short of mid-on. But another dot ball for Zimbabwe. Misfield by the mid-on. And Namibia over 50 steal 1 run. Good batting between the 2 batsmen. Still trying to find their ground, settling in. Punch down to long off. Good running between the 2. 2 runs in the process. Just the 5 runs from that over, bringing Namibia's over 50s total to 86 for 2. It seems to be a very okay score. Last over to be bowled. Namibia over 50s could be looking at to making their 90 runs, perhaps a 91, 92. 6-7 runs in this over will be welcome for Namibia over 50s. Full toss over there. Keeper could not completely get his hands on the ball. Bit of a misfield. Namibian over 50s capitalizing and taking 1 run. That's up in the air. Should land safe. And 1 run. Batsman hit right over the bowler's head. Bowler had to run backwards a little bit, but just could not get there. Good shot and very good work done in deep forward. Saving 2 runs for his team. And with that shot, Namibia brings up their 91 on the board. And still 3 more deliveries to go. Zimbabwe over 50s adding another man to the boundary. In the deep. No ball called. Zimbabwe just trying to sort their fieldings out the last couple of minutes. Everything seems to be fine now. Good swing and a miss. Ball taking a bit of dip on the pitch. But the dot ball that Zimbabwe will be happy with. A bit of a fielding change again. Fine leg moves up to square. And further down to mid-wicket. Amazing shot, but safe into the fielder's hand. 1-1. Five runs from the over so far. And one more ball to go to finish off this first innings. And stumped. Good piece of bowling by Zimbabwe. Namibian batsman trying to make the most of it off the last ball. Danced down his crease, attempting to hit the ball over the bowler's head. Missed it completely. And a very easy stumping by Zimbabwe's wicketkeeper Timothy Bartlett. Namibia finished their 20 overs, 92 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. Zimbabwe will now need Seems like Zimbabwe will not finish bowling yet. Still a couple of deliveries left. It's up in the air, but safely to the fielder. Wanted to come back for 2, but will settle for 1. And that brings the end to the Namibian innings. 93 runs for the loss of 3 in 20 overs. Zimbabwe needing 94 to win in 120 balls. Both teams walking off the field. Zimbabwean batsmen will be then coming up shortly. Once again, I'd like to remind you, these fine gentlemen are all over 50 years of age. It's quite remarkable that they still have that spirit to play. Coming out over here, posting 93 runs. Namibia over 50s, 93 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. Zimbabwe won the toss, elected to field first, sending in Namibia to bat. Good fielding overall from the Zimbabwean side. Namibian batsmen coming in. D. Tucker scoring 33 runs of 44 balls. And assisted by Rudy Birkenstock with 31 runs. In return, Zimbabwe would need 94 runs to win. So taking a short break right now. When we come back, second innings where Zimbabwe will bat. And viewers, welcome back to our live stream of the first ever Veterans International Cricket game hosting in Namibia. Namibia hosting the over 50 Zimbabwe national side. Earlier on, Zimbabwe won the toss, elected to field, sending in Namibia to bat. Namibia making a respectable score of 93 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in the 20 overs. Zimbabwean bowlers capitalizing on the field. There was a very good partnership stand of 64 runs between D. Tucker, the skipper, for the Namibian over 50s, and Rudy Birkenstock together. Two of them attacked the Zimbabwean bowlers, putting a 64 run stand between them, opening partnership, and falling 13.5 overs later. Two of the batsmen just could not get going. And now it's time to see, does Zimbabwe over 50s have what it takes to chase down 93 runs? Lots of previous experience on this Namibian side. We'd like to remind our viewers that all of these gentlemen that you see on the screen are over 50 years old. It does not get any more impressive than this. First ball of the second innings. Starting off with a wide, but then once again in this format, the first wide is allowed. It will not be counted as a dot ball, but the second wide will be given as 1 run. Good piece of bowling from the Namibian side. Dot ball. A bit of a change in the fielding. The cover now moves to mid-off, and the mid-on that the Namibian side had moves up to now square leg. And deep comes a bit inside to extra cover. Good delivery there, ball just trickling down to the leg side. But Namibian has a backward short leg protecting that area. Good shot straight to gully, preventing another run. Good over so far for Namibia, or from Namibia over 50s. Down the leg side for one leg by. Zimbabwe now off the mark with 1 run. No bolt called over there. Seems like batsman wasn't quite ready. Or it could be a bit of distraction coming from the screen that he's facing. It's up in the air. And dropped. But 1 run taken by Zimbabwe. Namibian side will not be happy with that fielder. 1 run from the first over. I'll make that 2 runs. That previous shot was quite high in the air. The fielder at the boundary just had to stand and catch, but just couldn't get his hands on it. Namibia getting a lifeline. Or actually Zimbabwe getting a lifeline. Ashley Griffiths, that was the opening bowler for Namibia Over 50s. Had a bit of chat with his fieldsman. That catch should have been taken. That could have been first blood for Namibia Over 50s. Nevertheless, 2 runs from that first over. The kind of start that Namibia will gladly take. First ball of the second over. Hit straight down to the bowler. Good shot running away towards the boundary, but once again this is a slow outfield. 2 runs comfortably taken. Jaco du Preez with the bowling. He's keeping it nice and in line. Just missing the wicketkeeper. Chases on to the boundary. Zimbabwe coming back for 2 runs. Good line by du Preez and well defended by the batsman. Zimbabwe currently sitting at 7 runs. Five runs coming off the du Preez over. Last ball just missing the bails. Zimbabwe 7 runs for the loss of no wickets in the second over. Ashley to continue his spell. Good shot played, pushing for 1. Good tactics applied being applied over here by the Zimbabwean side pushing for the singles. They know that the outfield can be a bit slow. Bit of a change in the fielding again. The deep goes on to long on. And mid on moves it further back. That's up in the air. Fielder running towards it. Good catch. Good catch in the deep. Right on the boundary. The big through that Namibia was looking for, and they eventually got it. Ashley bags a wicket. Zimbabwe now 9 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Brilliant catch by the Namibian side. Batsman hit high up in the air. Fielder in the bit had a bit of running to do. Caught onto the ball, had a bit of a tumble but held onto it. Namibian side very pleased with that catch. 9 for 1. New batsman in, Ashley still continuing with his spell. Nice shot. Straight down the line. Resulting in a 4. Ashley having a chat with all of his teammates. Not the kind of over he was looking for. Start off with a single run, got a wicket, followed by a boundary. That boundary brings Zimbabwe's over 50s total to 12 now. A defensive shot, dot ball. Good delivery by Ashley after being hit by a boundary. Next 2 balls. Good comeback, keeping his length. And a dot ball to end this over. 5 from it. Zimbabwe now 12 for 1. It is a bit neck and neck in here for Zimbabwe compared to Namibia. Namibia after 3 overs were 10 runs for the loss of no wickets. Zimbabwe just slightly higher with 12 runs. Still got 9 wickets in hand. Lots of cricket to play. And their strategy might just be the same as Namibia's over 50s. Keep those singles coming. And when you get the chance, try and get a boundary. Good running for the single between the wickets. Trevor Brighton, who I was chatting to earlier, is a new bowler. Medium spin. Timothy Bartlett and Wayne Parham, 2 batsmen in. Wayne Parham on strike. Lots of experience between these 2 batsmen. Another field adjustment for Namibia, mid-off, going to mid-on. Full toss wasn't there briefly, but landed comfortably safe. Mid-on had to run all the way down to the boundary for that ball. 2 runs taken from that delivery by Zimbabwe. Good length by Trevor, resulting in a dot ball. Nicely flicked towards square leg. Seven runs off that last over. Last ball going for a boundary. Nice flick of the bat towards square leg. Placed right in between the fielders. And the ball slowly trickles down to the boundary. It is a slow boundary, but the ball did have enough gas on it to make it all the way. Zimbabwe Over 50s, 19 runs for 1. Ashley Griffiths back in the attack with his 3rd over in a spell. Zimbabwe Over 50s getting off to a decent start. Good ball left by the batsman. After 4 overs, Namibia over 50s were 12 runs for loss of 0 wickets. Zimbabwe currently at 19 for 1. And a comfortable single run taken right there. And Zimbabwe well ahead of their required chase. With 9 wickets in hand, these two fine Zimbabwean gentlemen will be looking to settle in, build on a partnership. Good shot. Batsman just placing the ball between square leg and mid wicket, taking in 1 run in between. Two batsmen knowing exactly where the fielders are, not wasting too much energy on hitting or trying to take those risky shots. Just placing the ball for the singles, rotating strike. Batsman missing that delivery, ball hitting the pads, resulting in 1 leg bye. Three runs off that over, bring the score total now to 22 for 1. Namibia over 50s will be looking to slow down this run rate. Timothy Bartlett and Wayne Perham out there for Zimbabwe. Timothy sitting at 2 runs off 6 balls. And Wayne 12 runs from 16 deliveries, out of which 2 of them are boundaries. Trevor Brighton to continue with his 3rd spell. A 3rd over in his spell. Zimbabwe needing 72 runs off 90 balls. Good shot, good running between the wickets. Good stop by the fielder as well. 1-1. Zimbabwe over 50s probably quite pleased with themselves right now, having an explosive start. Asking run rate is just below 5, and at the rate that they are going, they should be able to make 94 with a couple of balls to spare. Was up in the air, landed safely, chases on. Just beating the fielder for 4 runs. Zimbabwe over 50s at this stage currently in control of this game. Change of fielding again. We do have to remember that these gentlemen are 50 years and over in their respective ages. So for the fielders to run after the ball is a bit of an ask. It's quite challenging. Having not played cricket for all these years, coming back into shape, training with the guys, and then coming out here and delivering is a lot on the plate. Full toss in the air, land safe, chases on, ball going towards the boundary, should come back for 2. Comfortable 2 runs. Seven runs off this over already. Zimbabwe quite pleased with that. And 7 runs off the over. Zimbabwe 29 for 1. Six overs gone in the Zimbabwe over 50 side, sitting at 29 for 1. Ashley Griffiths back into the attack. Timothy Bartlett staying in there, 3 runs, 7 balls. Wayne Parham with 18 runs, 3 boundaries to his name. Building up a partnership of 21 runs between these two. Ashley Griffiths having a chat with his teammates. The Namibian over 50 side bringing another spin bowler, hoping that the spin might just slow down this chase. Good start to his first ball. Dot balls by the Namibian overs is something that they will always welcome. Another dot ball. Full toss, played straight line. Coming back for 1 run. Lots of adjustments being made to this field. It seems like after every ball, Namibia tries something new, keeping the batsmen guessing. Pushing for 1, good running between. Willie van Zyl is the new bowler. Good running between Zimbabwe. They tried to go for the third one. Just didn't have the gas. Four runs from the over, bringing Zimbabwe total to 33 for 1. Zimbabwe over 50 is getting off to a very good start. After 7 overs, they are currently sitting on 33 for 1. Namibia at the same stage were 19 runs. So Zimbabwe well over the required mark. The target of 94 seems to be getting closer. Good shot, well fielded. Zimbabwe needing 60 runs in 77 balls. Can these gentlemen do it? I did mention earlier that it is a bit of a hot day. Luckily there is a bit of a breeze from the north. A bit of overcast conditions. The sun does tend to pop out once in a while for a few minutes and then hides back behind the clouds, bringing in some shade. Up in the air and caught. Beautiful bowling. Catch taken by a short fine leg. Zimbabwe losing another wicket. 34 for 2. The 25-run partnership between Wayne and Timothy comes to an end. A well-played 19. Zimbabwe over 50 still under control. Still got a bit of work to do. Both teams rather. But this is the breakthrough that Namibia were looking for. And they will be glad that they got it. Zimbabwe still in a very good position. They required 60 runs of 76 balls. Asking rate is just above 4.7. Wayne Parham still in there. 20 runs of 23 balls. His new batsman joins him. Has a bit of work to do. Good bowling, left it, single. D. Tucker in the bowling. The Namibian over 50 skipper taking charge. Getting a wicket in his second delivery already of his first over. The kind of start that Namibia is looking forward to. Wonderful fielding. Got a bit of a bump on his head. Let's hope he's okay. And got a dot ball in return. Good over for Namibia over 50s. D. Tucker doing a brilliant job for his team, giving away 1 run and also taking 1 wicket. Zimbabwe 34 for 1, 34 for 2. Caleb, can I ask you if I can still put quick info on this? If I can just open up a browser and put quick info? Yeah? Sure? Thanks, man. Welcome, boundary by Zimbabwe. Willie Van Zyl continues his attack in his second over. Not quite happy with the first ball that went for a boundary. Tried a reverse sweep, didn't get much bat on it instead of pad. End up stealing 1 single run. Wayne Parham moving to 24 runs off 24 balls, striking at 100%. Craig Evans joins him. That was it with all sorts of power. Willie Van Zyl didn't even bother moving, just hit his leg, and the ball stops dead right there. A bit of apologies from Craig Evans. Probably didn't mean to hit Willie on purpose. That was a good shot by Craig Evans. If it wasn't for the stumps of his non-strikers, then that ball would have gone for 4. Eventually no running required by any of the fielders, resulting in a dot ball. Willie Van Zyl quite easy with his economy. Currently 1.5 overs, last ball of his delivery to go. Conceding 10 runs. Most importantly, he's got 6 dots, giving away 1 boundary. Zimbabwe 42 for 2. D. Tucker, the skipper for Namibia Over 50s, continuing with his second over of his spell. Wayne Parham still out there, looking good form, 25 runs off 26 balls. His partner Craig Evans just settling in, 3 runs off 10. But Zimbabwe still seem to be under control, only requiring 51 runs in 63 balls. Run rate still hovering around the 4.8 mark. Bishop's issues with the batsman, seems to be a little injury on his foot. Empire just checking up on him. Zimbabwe's medical team out there, making sure that Wayne Parham is okay. Seems to be a little sprain on his right calf muscles. At this stage, we're not sure if Zimbabwe will send a replacing batsman for him. Zimbabwe currently 43 for 2 after 9.3 overs. They are very well in control of this game, requiring 51 runs in 63 balls. They still have 8 wickets in hand. Weather conditions in this Wanderers Cricket Stadium is getting a bit hot as it goes on to early evening, 20 past 4 this afternoon. Temperatures around this time normally sit at 27, 28 degrees. With the clouds in the area, a bit of humidity. The teams that do bat at this time tend to get tired a bit more quicker, and they constantly need to be hydrated. Seems to be a bit of sprain on Wayne's right calf muscle. He's being attended to, and we should be on our way shortly. I will actually take this time also to thank our supporters who are following us live on Cricket Namibia's Facebook page and on YouTube. This is the first match of the first ever Veterans International Cricket game between Namibia's Over 50s versus Zimbabwe's Over 50s. They will be playing 4 games, today being the first T20. So in short, they'll be playing 2 T20s and 2 45 over games. The first one being the first T20. And then tomorrow at the United Cricket Fields, they will be playing their first 45 over game, which will be the second game overall. And then on Sunday, their third game, which will be the 45 over, and their final game on the 5th of April, which will be the final T20. We do appreciate all your comments, all the support for these gentlemen who have shown us that age is just a number. New batsman comes in. And the new batsman will be the runner for Wayne Perham, who injured his, or sprained rather, his right calf muscle. This should be a bit interesting. D. Tucker continues with his bowling. 1 run taken right there. 2 more balls left in his over. Good fielding by the Namibian side, restricting Zimbabwe, resulting in a dot ball. And another dot ball to finish D. Tucker's over. Zimbabwe 42 for 2. Willie Van Zyl comes in again for his 3rd over. Wayne Perham facing the music, currently sitting at 26 runs off 27 balls, 4 boundaries, strike rate of 95. Doing very well for the Zimbabwe over 50s. It's up in the air, but will land safe. And they come back for 1 run. Craig Evans now facing strike. Willie Van Zyl continues. Swept down, sent back. Good fielding from the Namibian side. And a good 1 run taken. Another dot ball. Craig Evans, he seems to be the one who injured his right calf muscle. He has a runner out there for him. Good shot. Very nicely blocked by D. but Zimbabwe will still come back for 1 run. Three runs from that from that over, bringing Zimbabwe to 47 for 2. Zimbabwe over 50 still well in under control with this game, requiring 47 runs and 54 balls. The required run rate just moving up to 5.2. But Wayne Parham still in there, 28 runs off 30 balls. And Craig Evans supporting him with 4 runs off 15. Still a bit of work to do over there. D. Tucker back in action. Easy single taken by Zimbabwe. Good sweep shot resulting in 1 run. Good cricket displayed here by Zimbabwe over 50s, pushing for the singles, getting the bowler a bit frustrated. Still well in control. Four runs from that over. Zimbabwe over 50 is now sitting at 51 for 2. The asking run rate is now creeping up 5.3. 43 runs required in 48 balls, getting a bit tight. Zimbabwe over 50 still have 8 wickets in hand. And my guess is that they will start opening up, trying to play those risky shots. See if they can get those boundaries coming and going. Currently just dealing with singles. Good shot in the air, just short of the fielder. Chase is on. And Zimbabwe over 50s will get their 2 runs. Good cricket this by Zimbabwe over 50s. Almost a similar game as the Namibian over 50s played. Working those 1s and 2s. As I said before, it is getting a bit hot. Fatigue is also kicking in. Philly Wanzil tossing his cap away. In his last over of his spell. Good shot. Safely with the fielder, resulting in 1 run. And I think these 2 batsmen, Wayne and Craig, they are aware of the asking run rate. They seem to be, that's up in the air, land safe, straight to the fielder, but coming back for 1 run. This is good cricket between these 2. They know what the required run rate is. They know they are quite close to the end of this road for the first game, the first T20 in Namibia. It's a wonderful cricket by these two gentlemen. Just placing the ball, running for a single. Craig Evans just has to stand there and deliver. His runner will be doing all the work for him. And that's actually a good strategy. Yeah, going down the leg side. Appeal for an LBW. Empire not interested. But Namibia Over 50 will be happy with that, resulting in a dot ball. Good shot. Ball running down the boundary. Safe in the fielder's hand, coming back for 1 run. Zimbabwe Over 50 is quite pleased with that over. 6 runs coming from it. Zimbabwe now 57 for 2. Willie van Zyl finishing his spell of his 4 overs. Economy of 4.75. He should be quite pleased with himself. Giving away just 19 runs. D. Tucker comes back into action with his final over. He seems to be the most economical so far with 2.67. Given away 8 runs, taken 1 wicket. Appeal for LBW. Empire's not interested. Skipper for the Namibian Over 50s, D. Tucker, who is currently bowling, should be quite pleased with his figures. Very, very economical. 2 dot balls so far already. Zimbabwe recording 37 runs of 40 balls. Good shot, but straight to the fielder. Zimbabwe Over 50s taking the 1 run. Asked and given. Good bowling by D. Tucker, picking up his 2nd wicket. In the 13th over, Zimbabwe now 58 for 3. Craig Evans looking to play that shot over. Deep point, totally timed it. Ball hitting straight on the pads. Was running off to hitting the off stump. Good call by the bowler, eventually appealed and given by the umpire. Craig Evans, 10 runs of 21 balls. Just didn't quite settle in there. Wayne Perham still in there with 33 runs of 39 balls. Zimbabwe now 58 for 3, recovering 36 runs in 38 balls. Just the 2 deliveries left for D. Tucker. He will be quite pleased with himself with this over. So far, he's given away just the 1 run and taken 1 wicket. Appeal for a catch at the back. Umpire says no. But still a very good over from D. Thakur. Just the 1 run coming from it and taking 1 wicket. Zimbabwe Over 40 is now moving to 58 for 3. Daryl Goodwin comes in, new batsman. But Wayne perhaps still on strike. Punch down to long off, resulting in 1 run. Daryl Goodwin now on strike. Louis Norkia now the new bowler. Picked with the task to restrict the Zimbabwean side. And so far he's delivering 3 balls down his over, 1 run conceded only. Daryl Goodwin for the Zimbabwe over 50 still has to get off his mark. They might just push for 2. Not interested. 1 run. D. Thakur finishing that amazing spell of his 4 overs, only giving away 9 runs, taking 2 wickets. Economy of 2.25. Something that the Namibian over 50s will be proud of. Wayne Parham still in there, steering his team home. 34 runs of 41 balls. Does he have what it takes to take the Zimbabwean over 50s home? It's in the air, but right between the fielders. The chase is on. A bit of a slow outfield slows the ball down. And they come back for easy 2 runs. Four runs coming off that over. Zimbabwe over 50s move on to now 62 for 3. The required run rate for the Zimbabwe's O50 is now creeping up just above 6.2. Zimbabwe needing 32 runs in the last 5 overs. With 7 wickets still in hand, Zimbabwe Over-50s might start pushing hard now. Namibia Over-50 is still continuing their attack, sticking with spin. Shut down the cover for just 1 run. Just over the fielder's head. But the fielder comes around, saving his team valuable 2 runs. Just the 1 run off that delivery. Zimbabwe Over-50 is now realizing that their target of 94 is getting further and further away. Taking chances just over the bowler's hands. Racing down straight. Good save by the fielder in the deep. Coming back another for another single. Good cricket between Daryl and Wayne. Working the singles. A slower ball. And Daryl totally misjudging that speed of the ball right there. Called a wide. Jaco de Prier will have to be happy with that over. 5 runs coming from it. Zimbabwe now 68 for 4. Zimbabwe Over-50 is currently sitting at 68 for 3. They require 26 runs in 24 balls. Asking rate is now creeping up. 6.5 runs required per over. Louis Norkia comes back in for his second over. And Daryl Goodwin on the receiving end. Wayne Perham still going steady, 38 runs on 45 balls. His task just keeps getting tougher and tougher as the required run rate creeps up. And cleaned him up. Not the man that they were looking for, but a wicket is a wicket. Namibian Over 50s will be quite happy. Daryl tried to cut that shot, but just too much pace on that ball. Beating for pace, taking off the stumps. Namibian Over 50s quite happy with Louis' bowling so far. Zimbabwe Over 50s now 68-4-4. New batsman in for Zimbabwe Over 50s. Norkia to continue with his bowling. Straight off the mark. Just the 1 run. Zimbabwe Over 50 still in the game over here. 25 runs required off 22 balls. But it seems like the Namibian Over 50s also coming back, almost taking control of this game. Should be the 1 run. Very good cricket between Wayne Perham and new batsman in John Rennie. Good shot down the ground. Should be a single. Good cricket by Zimbabwe Over 50s. Rotating the strike. Single run. 5 runs from that over, bringing Zimbabwe Over 50s to 73 for the loss of 4 wickets. Both teams still went under control. Zimbabwe now needs 21 runs in 18 balls. Required run rate of 7 runs per over. Zimbabwe Over 50s will now be looking to accelerate their run rate in these last 3 overs. They know that the target is right there. They can almost feel it. They can almost touch it. But we also have to commend this Namibian fielding side. Trevor Britton to bowl his last over. He has had 3 overs, so now giving away 19 runs, economy of 6.3. Good bunch down to deep cover, coming for 2. Actually goes for a boundary. Trevor not happy with that, but this is a welcome boundary for the Zimbabwe over 50s. This one boundary does change the equation quite significantly. Now just 17 runs needed in 17 balls. Good bowling by Trevor. A good comeback from Trevor. First delivery was a very loose ball that John really capitalized, hitting it for a boundary. But then a very good comeback in his next 2 deliveries. Keeping the line tight, not giving the batsman enough room. Not the start that Trevor was looking for in beginning of this over, but he sure has made up for it in the next 3 balls. Full toss, up in the air, will land safe, and they will get their 1 run. Last delivery for Trevin Brighton. And this last delivery will bring the end to the 18th over. Sliced away, didn't get that much bat on it, but still resulted in 1 run. 6 runs off that over, bringing Zimbabwe over 50s to 79 for the loss of 4 wickets. 2 overs to go. Zimbabwe over 50s will now need 15 runs in 12 balls, asking rate 7.5. Namibian over 50s now have to decide who has the responsibility to restrict the Zimbabwe side under 94. Both teams here are still under control. Zimbabwe still has 6 wickets in hand. They still have Wayne Parham standing strong in there, 41 runs and 48 balls. Good support by John Rennie, 8 runs and 8 balls, striking 100%. Namibian over 50 now deciding who gets the task, but seems like Louis Norkia is coming back in to bowl his 3rd over. Economy's been good so far, 4.5 runs, given away 9 runs, taking 1 wicket. It's up in the air, but lands safe. They might push for 2. Settling for 1. Zimbabwe over 50 just slightly a bit under pressure, knowing that now they need 14 runs in 11 balls. Might get 2 over here. 2 runs, Empire still signals 4 byes. That brings Zimbabwe scores up to 82. "12 runs needed from 10. Brilliant bowling and brilliant catching by Louis Norkia. That ball was flying really, really fast. Good solid hands. And they got another wicket, the wicket of John Rooney, who was looking in quite good form. The breakthrough that Namibian over 50s needed. And what a time it came in. Zimbabwe 82 for 5. Good catch there by Louis Norkia. Batsman just was trying to hit that ball over the bowler's head. And from where I'm seated, that was like a split-second decision. Brilliant ball and catch by Louis Norkia, taking his second wicket. And the Namibian over 50s seem now to be back in control of this game. Wonderful dot ball by Louis Norkia. Keeping it very, very tight, not giving the batsman enough room. He knows that the Zimbabwe over 50 side, especially with the asking rate of 8 runs per over, 12 runs needed in 8 balls. Push down leg side, should be 2 runs. Zimbabwe just needing 10 runs off 9 balls. Good shot down the field. Field over there, come back for 1 run. Six runs off that over. Zimbabwe now 85 for 5. We are now into our last over. Zimbabwe over 50s needing just 9 runs to win off the last 6 deliveries. Bit of pressure right there. Not sure who the pressure is on, the bowler or the batsman. Wayne Perham still strong in there. 42 runs of 49 balls. Kenyon Zeal, new batsman in. On strike, big task ahead of him. Can he take them home? Bit of a chat over there with the bowler setting up the fields. They will try and save boundaries here. They will let Zimbabwe or over 50s take those 1s and 2s. They know that one boundary will change the equation of this game. 9 runs needed off the last 6 balls. Ashley Griffiths to finish off this innings. He's had a wonderful spell so far, 3 overs, only 8 runs, taken 1 wicket, economy of 2.67. Can he deliver the goods for these gentlemen, the Namibia over 50s? That's up in the air, just over the fielder. That is a boundary that Zimbabwe over 50s will be thanking. Equation now is Zimbabwe over 50s need 5 runs off 5 balls. That boundary was a huge weight off the shoulders. Kenyan Zeal just punching it straight down to long off. Fielder in the deep had no chance of reaching it. Ooh, that was a bit close. But Namibia officially will be happy with that because that is a dot ball. Up in the air again. Good shot down the line. Coming back for 2. They should be able to get it. Good running between Kenyon and Wayne. Fatigue is definitely setting in. You can see they are getting a bit tired. Three runs needed. Punch down the ground. Easy 1 run. Zimbabwe moving on to 92 for 5. Just 2 runs needed off 2 balls. Big task for Ashley Griffiths. Scores are now tied, 93 runs. 1 more delivery left. Kenyon Zeal is on strike. They need 1 more run to win. Zimbabwe over 50s has been in control of this game since they started. Lost a couple of early wickets, but they pushed very hard through those singles and 2s. Kept hitting those boundaries once in a while. Good fielding work from the Namibian over 50 side as well, but just could not restrict Zimbabwe. All the players coming in to avoid that single. Last ball. Good run in between those 2. Nine runs off that last over, bringing Zimbabwe's over 50s total to 94 for 5, winning by 1 run on the last ball. This has been quite a game for both teams. Zimbabwe over 50s winning the toss, electing to field, putting in Namibia over 50s to bat, restricting Namibia over 50s to only 93 runs for loss of 3 wickets. We saw some amazing shot being played by these gentlemen. In reply, Zimbabwe over 50s comes back and scores 94 runs in exactly 20 overs for the loss of 5 wickets. Good cricket overall. Wayne Perham playing 43 runs not out, 50 balls, 4 runs, or 4 boundaries rather. Kenyon Zeal playing that winning shot, scoring 11 runs off 8 balls with 1 boundary. Came in with a statement and took Zimbabwe over 50s to a well-deserved win. And that's it from us. We hope you enjoyed our live feed on Cricket Namibia's Facebook page and on YouTube. Please do join us in for our next game, which is the same two teams. Our guest Zimbabwe Over 50 take on the Namibian Over 50s again at the United Sports Field tomorrow at 9:30 for a 45 over match. We hope you enjoyed this cricket as much as we did. Please be safe and enjoy your Easter holidays.